Hi, I'm Michelle Karam with Dishes by Michelle in Los Angeles, California. As a busy mom, professional chef, and a caterer, I'm always looking for ways to keep my kids involved and busy with me in the cooking process so that they always feel like they're sharing with me what I'm doing, which is my true love, which is to be in the kitchen. One of the things I really like to do with my kids on either a Sunday night when we're sitting down for dinner or maybe even that Monday morning when we're sitting down for breakfast before they go to school is I like to discuss with them what they would like to eat for dinner. I think this is a way that it keeps them constantly aware of what foods they're eating and actually gives them a voice in the kitchen rather than having somebody just say, this is what you're eating for dinner. We'll all go to the supermarket after school together and each one will go through what they've picked to eat that night. And they'll pick out the ingredients themselves. It gives them a great sense of responsibility, a great sense of accomplishment, and they really also will once again feel like they're really taking part in the dinner and the meals that we are creating and eating as a family. For instance, one of our favorite things to do is to make pizza. Love to do the pizza dough with all the toppings, the condiments, the cheese, the olives, the pineapple, the pepperonis, everything. I like to set up little stations and we'll usually be together and we'll work in the kitchen and actually prepare that meal together. They really get a kick out of it and they really enjoy themselves. So one of the things that I like to have them do while the meal is actually cooking is I ask them to go online to look up the country of origin of the food that we're making to find out something about that country. And then they'll bring something back to the table with them that each one will have a point or a topic of interest to bring up about that country. So if we are making something about Italy, maybe we could talk about the color of the flag, the shape of the country. So that way it'll give us something to talk about at the table that we can discuss together. And as a family, it also brings that family unit back together. So you've kept them involved in the food making process. They're learning something about the food, where it's coming from, and what they're doing. Another thing that I think is fantastic and they just love doing is they'll also draw a placemat, and it keeps their creative juices going so that they're not just those couch potatoes sitting in front of the TV waiting for dinner to be made. They're still creating, they're still building, they're still working to make something, and they can use it as a placemat. And the best part of it is you could actually take that to your local copier store like a Kinko's or something like that, have them laminated, and it becomes a keepsake that you can use forever and always. And those are the building blocks for teaching your children things about other countries, having responsibility to be involved in the family life, involved in what's going on in the kitchen, and staying involved with your children. A last thing that I really like to have my kids do is set the table. Not only does it teach them the responsibility of actually picking up after yourself or putting things together for yourself, it's another step to kind of help mom just a little bit more, because she still at the end of the day is the one who's in the kitchen cooking that meal. So the kids can set the table. It's an easy responsibility. Make sure that really small children aren't handling those sharp knives, but you already knew that. So the best part is just sitting at the table with your family, eating your meal, talking about the things that they've learned, talking about their day, what you've made in the kitchen, how they can help you, maybe how they can make the dish a little different next time. And overall, just being one together as a family unit and enjoying that time you have and making memories for your family that'll last a lifetime, because they really do start at the dinner table. I'm Michelle Karam with Dishes by Michelle in Los Angeles, California. Thank you so much for watching my video on how to keep your kids involved in the cooking process.